Some say that every generation of GT3 since the first of 1999 has been the answer to that essential question.
And the answer to that question remains predictable, and it's not the Porsche 911's fault. You see, what they say is the Porsche 911 GT3 is that answer, the world's best sports car. Massaged out of Porsche's monumental motorsport genius, the GT3 has always been the sweetest of performance car sweet spots, equally devastating on the road and on the track. And today is the day, after years of admiring, I bought my very own, very first and very new Porsche GT3, and of course I have to share this moment with you. So, to find out if this latest and possibly last ever GT3 is the world's best sports car, join me, Roger Bailey, as this journey of discovery begins. And along with us at the beginning of our journey is my salesperson and friend, Sarah.
Sarah has always taken care of my purchases here at what I have found to be the most agreeable of all car dealerships, Porsche Centre Chester. Should you ever be lucky enough to consider buying a Porsche or in need of service, I'd recommend doing what I did and give these nice people a call, come down and meet them for yourself.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Now, I'm guessing most of you won't have experienced buying a Porsche, so I'm making this video with you in mind. I will aim to describe to you what buying a new Porsche is like, taking in the atmosphere and driving away in this new GT3. Firstly though, let's just consider this 911's appearance. The latest GT3 is mainly about aerodynamics, with most of it borrowed from motorsport. Our car's surfaces, especially the bits you can't actually see, are going to be very busy controlling air. There's a 4-stage adjustable splitter at the front, a complex fully panelled underbody, a juicy looking rear diffuser, and possibly the most elaborate rear wing ever seen on a road-going Porsche. It sits on an adjustable swan neck, which focuses airflow across the underside of the wing. The upshot is a car whose numbers make previous GT3s seem aerodynamically inept. Weight saving has been one of the obsessions that makes this car what it is, evidence of which can be found everywhere, from the lightweight glass to the carbon fibre body parts. These all-new Paperlite wheels are only for the GT3, and very early during my specifying process I chose this pale gold neodyme colour. Also important for me was a front axle lifter and reversing camera. Later on came a decision for carbon ceramic brakes together with black calipers rather than the usual yellow ones. Other choices included carbon fibre bucket seats, which are now wider in fit than previously, shark blue deviated stitching, and the Club Sport roll cage are no cost option. Yes, really, that's an option from Porsche that's actually at no extra cost. It was the steering wheel that caused me the most indecision until eventually I was persuaded to go for this Racetech covering rather than leather. Having previously been fortunate to have spent plenty of time shifting both of Porsche's class-leading manuals and auto gearboxes, going for PDK gears was an easy choice given the amount of performance we have on tap here. Flowers and thoughtful gifts are part of the Porsche Centre Chester experience. Staff members are always keen to make a customer's buying process an unforgettable moment in time. It's also a rare moment in time to be the first owner of a new Porsche, discovering not before seen details to find immaculate, super high quality fittings and textures, and taking the smell of all the newness. If you could bottle this aroma then sprinkle it into old cars, vast fortunes could be made. But you want to hear the sound of this 4-litre engine, don't you? This six-cylinder, free-breathing masterpiece has almost nothing in common with the unit found elsewhere in the 992 range, and everything to do with the one used in Porsche's GT3 Cup racing car. That'll be 510 brake horsepower, a shrieking 9,000 RPM, an acceleration to 62 in just 3.4 seconds, and onto a top speed of 198 miles per hour. Let's not be petty here, this is a 200 mile an hour car. Today though, it's 5,000 RPM maximum, and we'll leave the 200 mile an hour run for another day. So here we go, first drive time, and right now the feel is, well, it's certainly not a Carrera in feel, nor is it a previous GT3. It's different. We have a firm riding and precise feeling machine, sounding loud. Not loud like a GT3 RS, just your average sports car loud. No stone rattling noises in the wheel arches or excessive gear winding sounds. It's mostly tyre roar, but no 911 ever fully masks that. Wind noise is noticeably low, induction noise sounds great, exhaust sounds are distant, and the big motor is feeling super torquey at low revs. Looking through the rearview mirror gives you an eyeful of the manually adjustable carbon fibre wing, which blocks out all identifying features on following cars, like some sort of oversized fold in a centrefold. Solid ball joints replace most of the rubber in the suspension, and little vibrations that would be absorbed in a normal 911 ripple through the steering into your hands and right past that light padding of the bucket seats. You're made aware of the size and the shape of the road imperfections rolling underneath. The vibrations aren't serious or annoying. In fact, they enhance the connection between you and the car. So it's not uncomfortable even for a person fast approaching his bus pass, although the seat angle is set too upright and the seat squab set too low for me, and I haven't found an obvious means of adjustment. What is perfectly obvious while we ripple along is that this special car is laced with an enormous amount of latent intent. Special is the way the GT3 invigorates one's senses. Perhaps we should think of it as a communication device, a rolling stimulant stripped of anything to lessen the harmony between car and driver, but masterfully tuned to keep it from being a full race car. Already I'm appreciating this supreme quality of construction, the sharpness of the engine, the naturally aspirated flat six sound, the physical rawness of the steering and chassis, and the way each element blends to heighten your awareness of the moment. Yet to come are those high revs and high speeds, straining G-forces, and a voyage of discovery into a fascinating machine. A machine that harnesses the combustion of petroleum fuel like little we've seen before, and surely like nothing else the future can possibly hold.
And so please join me in the next video where we will look deeper into this remarkable final late gasp for the internal combustion engine sports car. Next time, 1,000 moderate miles will have passed by and the door to 9,000 revs will be opened, and we will find out if the high form laid down in 1999 has continued, and if the new GT3 deserves being spoken of as the world's best sports car. I hope you've liked this video. If you have, please click the like button and feel free to leave me a comment. I read every single one and I'll reply to most. And please subscribe if you haven't already. And also, if you click this little notification bell, you'll know when I've posted the next one.
So good, so good. So damn, it feels good when you jump on it. Scars on my chest like you own it. can have my last name if you want it. If you want it, if you want it. Yeah, girl, we don't even have to stop it. Take you higher than a real rocket. You can have my last name if you want it. If you want it, if you want it. But damn, it feels good when you jump on it. Scars on my chest like you own it. You can have my last name if you want it. If you want